You've taken a pregnancy test at 7 DPO, that's 7 days past ovulation, and you've seen that you've got a second line. It's very faint, but you have got a second line. And now you're wondering, is it a reliable result or not? Is it really possible to get a positive pregnancy test already at 7 DPO? Well, the straightforward answer is yes, it is possible. Now, just going back to like the data side of things and how you're measuring your ovulation, this could have a real impact on how you're figuring out which day past ovulation you actually are. Medical experts say that it takes around 6 to 8 days for a fertilized egg to implant in your womb lining. And also, then you need time for the HCG, which is the hormone that a pregnancy test detects. It takes then another 1 to 2 days for that to get strong enough to show up on a test. So when you're thinking about it, then normally you wouldn't really get a positive test until around 10 DPO. So how come ladies are getting positive pregnancy tests already at 6 DPO? I've had several ladies write in my comments on my channel telling me that they've got a positive result at 6 DPO. So how does that work with all the scientific side and the maths? Well, our bodies are definitely all different. The best thing to do is get a few tests. When I mean a few tests, perhaps you want to get 3 to 5 pregnancy tests that you can then check once a day. Best in the morning when your urine is the strongest. So if you've been holding onto your urine for at least 3 to 4 hours, you're going to get a much more reliable result than if your urine is quite watery. So get that nice dark, strong urine to do your test and then see if your line is progressing day by day by day, because then that's a really sure sign that the HCG levels are increasing in your body, which means that your pregnancy is growing. So why are ladies getting positive tests so early? Well, it could be to how you're actually tracking your ovulation. Were you relying on an app? Were you relying on natural signs? Or were you checking with ovulation sticks? Now, ovulation sticks will probably be the most accurate because then you'll see round about when you really peaked, when your LH levels peaked. So the LH levels are your hormones that lead up to ovulation and your egg being released from the follicle in your ovary. So what happens is your LH hormone increases and increases, and then it gets to a peak and it starts decreasing, and that is when your egg is released. So it's anywhere between a peak and this drop, but you don't know exactly when. It's very hard to pinpoint it, and it also depends when exactly you measured on that day. So there could be maybe even already 12 hours difference there. If you're going by natural signs, you may be feeling that dull ache in your lower back on one side, and that could be round about the time when your egg is being released from the follicle, and you can count from there. And if you're going by an app, just by an app, well, it could be anywhere between 2 to 3 days even out of count, because an app cannot accurately measure your body. It's not connected with your body and what's going on with your body. If you have extra data for the app, like your ovulation sticks, then it is going to be more accurate. So what does that mean? That could mean that your assumed date of ovulation could have been perhaps 1 to 2 days earlier than you thought, which is why you're then getting a positive test so early. So now your journey has started. I really wish you all the best. I've got loads of videos on early pregnancy symptoms and understanding your body, because your body is going to change so much now from this day forward. Not only your body is going to be also your thoughts and your feelings, your dreams, and go and check out my videos on what happens during pregnancy, and also on my website, ohmymamabody.com. I've got loads of really useful information there based on my own 7 pregnancies and all the things that were happening in my body that I really couldn't find rational answers for on the internet at that time. And they could be sometimes pretty scary. So it's very important that you understand what's going on hormonally in your body and why these changes are happening. All the best for your pregnancy journey. Take care.